All right, so the first order of business that we need to take care of before we can even begin marketing your property and activating on the MLS is finalizing the listing paperwork. So if you remember, when we first sat down, when we first signed paperwork and kind of committed to each other to get this process started, we signed, along with our listing agreement, an MLS opt-out agreement that basically said we both had the understanding that we were not going to be marketing the property to the general public at that time. Well, now that we are ready to do so and we're going to be activating the listing in the next couple of days, we need to basically undo that paperwork so that way we have the ability to do so. So I may have explained this briefly on the phone to you, but I'm going to send you two documents for you to sign. The first one is going to be release of listing that makes the previous agreement null and void. The second document that I'm going to send you is a new listing agreement with all of the same terms. We're just not going to attach that rider. And that way we have a clean listing agreement that allows us to market the property to the general public. So I'm going to send those to you. If you could sign those electronically and get those back to us, that would be very, very helpful. We are not able to activate your listing until you get those back. Now, one question, concern I might answer for you. You might be asking me, hey, Chris, why can't we just activate the listing? Because that document did say, if I give you notice, you can activate the listing. And that is 100% correct. The problem is if we do it that way, it's going to reflect the listing date as the original listing date when we first signed paperwork, which means once we activate your listing, it's going to show that it's already been on the market for 2 weeks, 30 days, 2 months, however long it's taken us to get your property ready. And I have found no matter how much you try to explain that to other agents, people still think, hey, this property's been sitting here for 2 weeks, a month, 2 months already, which doesn't necessarily look great to a new listing. So that is why we do the release of listing and we do the new listing agreement, so that way the date is the most current date possible. Hope that makes sense. If you have any questions, as always, reach out. Otherwise, if you can get those documents signed and back to us, that would be amazing.